Yo guys, what's up? What's good? How you guys doing? The fact that I always lean forward, right? I think I need to change that. So, yo guys, what's up? What's good? How you guys doing? That was nice, right? Anyways, my name is Taki. I love you guys so much. Thank you for doing what you do. We love you guys. We really, really appreciate you guys today. And then your prayers were answered. Ebube was discharged from the hospital. Obviously, he's back on set today, and I'm so happy to see him. That's why I don't like him. I always miss him when he's on my set. So I forgive him. He came, the begged, brought everybody I know, begged me, prostrated. And I was like, okay, it's fine. I'll give you a second chance on this show. But then he promised we won't mess up. And then he said he's not going to mess up. And I'm sure we all forgive him at the same time. So it's fine. Ebube is back on set today. And we're here to discuss something that is concerning Burna Boy. Has said like a lot. And then for some reasons, it look like he takes pleasure. Like he loves the vibe he gets whenever he disrespects Nigerian fans. Like he feel like he enjoys all of those vibes. All of this conversation, we'll talk about them on set today. Like I say, this red couch, we'll talk about trending matters that concerns Afrobeat. I also have with me Donifeski on set, who has set to do justice to Burna Boy and all he have said on it didn't say it, rather it was Ronami that went on the interview to say all of what he said. So it's still Burna Boy saying, but then reported from someone else's mouth. So all of this conversation, we'll talk about them in a bit. Stay tuned as I introduce my guest. Like I said, I have with me Donifeski, and anyway, Donifeski was good. How you doing, bro? Oh my god, how's the weekend going to look like? Today's Friday. Are we going anywhere today? Taking the team out. Let's go. Let's. You should tell our guy he's back flex also. You should call his name and the Donifeski take the boys out. Let's flex your money this weekend. Hey, but what do you say to that?
All in the favor, say.
All in the favor, say.
Yeah, I've got plans.
No, plans that can cancel. Is it planner? If you're in support of this, even cameraman say. Hey. If you're against, say nay.
Nay.
The A's have it. Hey, man, what's good, man?
I'm good, man.
How do you feel coming back?
It's good to be back.
Anyways,
thank you guys for your prayers.
Yeah, like I said, we had a deal now. So anything you do, I can just walk you out and you'll never come back here again. Anyway, before I even continue, I have to say this on air. I love to be ruga at this point, bro. I love to be ruga at this point. What ruga is in Atlanta? God.
Everyone is good.
Like there's this one he did when he was lying down or singing. And we sing that hit song like that, and bro. This girl was there. Then the two just came on his face.
Everyone is good.
Ruga, that guy. I think when I was even leaving the set, they gave him like thong. I didn't know that was called thong till when I saw it. I had to go in like
pants.
Wow, they gave it an ego thong as a face mask and cover the face. Like that's the video smell. Oh god. Yo guys, welcome back. Let's talk about Burna Boy. Like anyways, Burna Boy, we saw where is it the New York dailies?
New York Times,
really, yeah. New York Times they had an article on Burna Boy and it was a very lengthy one. And this is what I keep saying, like some 10 years ago, you would never expect to see a black, maybe even a black guy, like a black guy who's there, who is like born there, or you have done something that is that you don't expect to see one Afrobeat guy there. But then I seen the Burna Boy taking a whole full publication, and then bro, whoever wrote that stuff took time, sat down, typed it, wrote it down. I'm sure they're going to edit and go through a lot of correction process. It shows that they were deliberate about Afrobeat, really, and that's a good one to Afrobeat, good, massive one. But there was some Burna Boy there, and then a whole lot were being spilled. A whole lot was being spilled. He said a whole lot, and he said some that we all felt like if we're not talking. He said some that we felt like if we're talking. He said some that it's leaving people like, are you sure? I'm going to start with that. Burna Boy, Ronami came out to say that Burna is African giant, Odobo, one of the biggest we've had so far, and then one of the guys doing good for Afrobeat at the moment. We can't take that away from Burna Boy, really. Right. And then we saw where she said that until recently. Now, recently there's no time frame, but then she was like until recently, which could be last week or last month or last year. Burna Boy did not have a mobile device, a phone. Burna Boy never had a phone, and let alone WhatsApp was recently. Did you have a phone? Let alone WhatsApp. Like this and that point, people now got a lot of people get like they're stuck in between. Like we can believe a lot of stuff, right?
It's very, very easy to believe that you may decide not to be on WhatsApp.
Obviously,
you cannot say it's not social media because he has social media platforms that he posts on, and then Burna Boy that we know comes out to rant on Twitter once in a while. like, I don't know, looking at it,
He use laptop to stream.
looking at it, there's not been a year that Burna Boy has not really come out to rant aside from this year. This year, if you don't rant for Instagram Live. So how was he able to do all of that? Was he borrowing somebody's phone and then he log in his account and then rant? Because I remember there was a time where it was like, Ronami, why they delete my tweets? So even if okay, let's say he was using Ronami phone, say Ronami, take tweets. Make a delete them. Take tweets. Like, bro. So the fact that they said he didn't have a phone is really, really hard to accept for me personally, because like you can decide not to have a phone for a day, 2 days, a week max, but then afterwards, let's say you don't have a phone for months, what are you going to be doing? Like, yeah, you're an artist, you are busy, you're on the road, okay, you do rehearsals, you eat, okay, when you are resting, what do you do? Like, I don't know, it's just hard to believe, like, really. Maybe if, maybe Ronami was like, okay, this is what he was doing for, the 6 months that he was without the phone. But I'm pretty sure that he would not be phoneless for a whole year. Like, I'm sure of that, because Burna Boy would always come on Twitter to rant. And then, if he wasn't seeing those things that people were talking about, how would he come up to rant? And before just the recent updates on Twitter, when you tweet from phone or web, you see it. Like, they show you Twitter for iPhone, Twitter for Android, web. So all of those times, no be web they show there. Now phone they show say they tweet from. So how let them just oppose and align all of those things.
You see what
make it make sense.
You see when I see Nigerians you see FBI they're learning work. FBI they're learning work. See, this country, we don't need too much details. It's too much for us. Just give us. We don't want name.
Show us your ring.
You see that yesterday in school that they say student is good in maths. From the answer, I'll give the question. Now we just snap picture with one girl, bend her. You show your face. Let the girl hide behind you. From my shadow, we'll find that girl. Bro, you say that you know a tattoo you used to show on shadow. You will see it from Nigerians. Are you minding us? Like, how you go as far as going back to the street and seeing the phone now? Bro. That's true. I just thought about it. That's 100% correct. But then everybody, the last time he came live this year, he did it not on his phone. On Instagram. He used his phone. Now, do you think so this is now she said Don is even making it look like 6 months not even possible. But Ronami, I'm saying that it's not even 6 months too. Burna Boy did not have it. Some is from where we sizing. When we were the we use techno, we use same gear and Android. Burna no use. So even as artists before him blow all those things, not until recently. Recently that can be like 2 years ago or last year. Because I feel like 3 years should not be recently to anybody actually. So let's say like last year it should be recently. So let's say last year. That's when Burna Boy had a phone. Does it make sense to you?
Well, the reason why I also do not, buy the thought is because I remember, I think the year he released African Giants. So that's like 4 years ago.
2019.
Yeah. He was tweeting. There was a scandal that was going on. There was an issue between him and a couple. I think with Davido and different people. It was a lot at that time. And then Burna Boy tweeted and said, "I think at this point, I am going to leave my phone to the management." If you go and check, I'm sure you're still going to find out. But let's say I remember because we did a news about that. Burna Boy is leaving that was when he changed his Instagram style. He has the way he posts on Instagram where that was when he started posting that. He said he's leaving his phone. So what did you leave? Is it not your phone? It's because I mean for me I'm thinking now that maybe that's the period you want to say that you do not have a phone, but I mean after that time we've seen Burna Boy on different. Wait.
Let me so that it doesn't look like we're going. Because me, I'm confused. I cannot say Burna Boy is lying. I cannot say you are lying because you did the news. So do you think Burna Boy is lying?
This guy wants to cook.
Because you are
okay. Well, it's not Burna Boy that said it. So maybe his sister.
He has not seen it. Why did not come out and say I'm master lied?
And I said they say no.
Okay, maybe okay. Do you think Ronami went to public space to go and lie to US audience?
Everybody lies anyway they want to lie at. So I can't justify a reason or the place he wants to lie.
Let me remind you, you have to do audition on my show. So I can't pursue you now.
I can't say
they watched a lot of lies, bro.
I mean, like also like I used to say, right, maybe she'd not lie, but she just not saying the truth. You get it?
I love the fact that everybody just went quiet because.
I mean, so.
But that was not the truth. I feel as a person, it doesn't really make sense to me because just like the first kid said, last time you went live, it made sense because you use a man's phone, so we can say, okay.
But before then, you don't go live plenty times now.
You've been in your jet at the point.
There was a time where he was replying his fans on his IG story. They would talk, he would reply them back. And he went live one time that was saying, when they were saying, who get money pass? He said, oh, Davido, he laughed. And then Whiskey, that my guy.
He was like also spoke about one girl that we were talking about. We spoke about a girl, and I saw that most of Burna Boy live when it's in the jets. You always have another phone in his hands.
Yeah.
Oh, he did read comments with the other second phone. He did go live on the other phone.
I think they carry laptop face Apple laptop because the camera fit clear.
Last time too, he made some tweets, bro.
I don't unless unless what she meant was like maybe he didn't have a phone for 2 months.
Maybe he didn't have a phone for a permanent time, but or the only way that it would have been possible whereby he's been always updated is probably has a permanent lifetime PA that is always with him.
Lifetime.
That has a phone. So like, okay, you are my PA, you are logged into my social media account. So like, Baba, see what's in there they talk. Oh yeah, make I check Twitter. Bring your phone, make I check Twitter.
It's not bring my phone.
No, bring your phone. Get the phone now. Bring your phone, make I check Twitter, and then it goes through. This one. No worry, okay. Bring your phone. Make I reply this one, and then replies. Give it back the phone. Yeah, take your phone. Yeah, bring your phone. Make I check my Instagram. Yeah, make I check my Twitter. Yeah, take your phone back.
For what?
Maybe. Guys, whenever I order this red cup, it was about
maybe.
I can't give Burna Boy a red card though. But you see Ronami, Ajay, 100 red card. Because you lie though. There's no even, except the Natman says like a month space. I kind of make sense. But if you're saying he just called the phone, man, light. And I'm sorry I'm saying it to you this way, but you light, bro. Anyways, guys, we're still on Burna Boy conversation, and trust me, a lot has been happening when it comes to Burna Boy. Burna Boy also have said a lot about his album. We saw where
I told them,
bro. Well, the name of the album looks like he has a problem with somebody. Like, I feel like Burna Boy lately has been on a movement of in the space of he's doing a lot of things because
like revenge.
Yeah.
Saying I don't believe in me. I don't do everything. I don't achieve everything. Now it's time for me to boast and brag.
Do you understand? It's looking like that as spirit. Do you think Burna Boy needs that at this time?
Bro, I don't think so. That's why when I saw that the title of the album was I Told Them, it didn't occur to me that it was the whole full backstory until I later saw something. Like, you don't need to do your thing. In fact, the fact that you are saying it makes it looks as if those people actually got to you, which is not supposed to be. Just like this, those people say they don't believe. They don't know, say they don't.
Everybody don't know.
Everybody don't know. Say like this. Now you be.
So why
what's the essence? What's the need to come and publicly say I told them? Because the way it is, by the time the album drops, I'm sure we will do our investigation and we will find 1 or 2 people that is actually referring to. You are going to find it. I can tell you for sure.
The same way you have to investigate 2 kids that I was talking to.
We've investigated that one. We don't say
we're not going to talk about it.
But we'll find out. I'm sure if you don't mention name, you go mention something. You say we go use name. That one is very sure. The way it sounds.
Okay, so Don, we've seen sneak peek into what the album look like. We've seen like some track lists already. The interlude, the one with
Thank You.
Yeah. And then you have this one with Wu-Tang Clan. One with Wu-Tang Clan and all of that. Now, and then we've heard at least a bit of all of this song. They still don't look like that thing we're looking for. Like, there's something we need. There's something like as Nigerians we want to catch.
Expectation we have.
You get, and in all of this, what we're seeing here is like you still giving us the whole UK like Bow Wow singing a song or something. Are you not still concerned at this point?
For Burna Boy right now, like I wouldn't say I'm concerned, but because he has over time shown that Nigerian fans, but I really do not care about them. Like, I don't give 2 hoots. Look at the interview, the Manny's live that he was talking about,
bro.
And he was like, he knew that if we were to be Nigeria, that the fall was going to be everywhere.
But that was true.
Next morning, that's true because, bro. Now waiting with the chop.
Like Reebok, maybe one camera. Let's go catch her out.
Yeah, but that is true. But for me, yeah, the album is looking like there's a target, there's a goal, there's a particular region that they want to face. You know, Burna Boy has conquered the UK, has conquered the US, well, to a great extent, and then the European countries, North America,
Africa.
but then when we go to Asia and some other regions, he has not really penetrated those people. I guess that maybe they are trying to look for ways to navigate into these guys, and further get dominance. And Burna Boy also, definitely, I told them tour would definitely happen from later this year to next year, and they will start announcing those locations that they want to shut down. Looking at the snippets of the songs we heard, yes, to a large extent, we have not really heard what we Nigerians want. And Burna Boy at the time said, well, he's not a Nigerian artist, So
funny.
Right now he's in Lagos, he's back home, chilling, preparing for the album, to drop. Burna Boy, I know he would not follow the status quo of doing interviews, doing local interviews and all of that. Nah, Burna Boy, maybe it's not even a maybe case, because he said this album is, I told them, bragging album. So I'm not giving you anything to peddle. Look at one of the tracks that I spoke about. Is this my thank you? After everything I've done for you. Is this how you get? Bro, I ain't not making money.
Thinking about that statement, in my head I'm like your expectation, what is entitlement? What do you expect from fans? What do you expect from people? They've bought your music, they've listened to your music, they've paid for your show. What do you want? Is everybody come and lie down? Everybody come and lie down and say, Burna Boy, thank you.
I feel like he has something, and I feel like I know what. But when I get there, I'll tell you what I feel. I feel like we're going to get there. But in my mind, I feel like he expects something, and that's what Nigerians are not giving him. Truly, I kind of feel like that, anyways. But I feel like Nigerians are not.
Do you think? Wait, I want to ask. Do you think he expects that we put in? I mean, we used to say Wizkid, but Davido, Burna Boy, but Davido.
No, that's not what he wants. That's not what he wants. No, that's not what he wants. No, that's not what he wants. Basically,
they don't call her new cat.
He doesn't. That's not what he wants. Basically, I don't think that's what he wants.
So what he wants?
I feel like I said, we'll get there. But at the same time, I feel like the same Nigerians are complaining. I feel like we're just toxic people. What do I mean? The fact that Burna Boy, we shade him a lot. Burna Boy is in Lagos. Everybody's carrying his car. Everybody's looking after him. Everyone will collect $100 from his hand. If you don't like this guy, why not make it clear to him that, bro, I don't like the same way he does. I just thought about something you said now. If Davido is away for like 4 years, or let's say 1 year, let's say 3 months, if he comes back, I'm sure that at least 1 or 2 podcasts will receive him. 1 or 2 radio stations will receive him.
Definitely.
1 or 2 TV will receive him. Definitely. If you say bad about your podcast, I swear, use juju. It's not clear. It's not even clear. It will not come. And then, but at the same time, you see people reaching out. Like, I feel like if people make it clear to him, like, bro, we don't want you. Let us so comfortable for him. No. Like, the same way they talk on Twitter, hey, Burna. The same way we go still go reach out. If you say for when Burna Boy come today.
If Burna Boy come this office today, we don't go embrace him.
Me, I know the shit Burna Boy. Me.
Oh, that's me. I don't shit Burna Boy.
If Burna Boy comes here, I'll tell him the truth. Davido is number 1, Burna Boy is number 2. That's how I'm still telling to him. That there's no further
12 left for we don't go give you left. You go bleed.
Talk him again. You will say it to his face. That you say, talk him again. I will say it to his face that
Davido. This I'll say it. Boss, well done, that's no boss. I do it. If he doesn't ask me, all I say it. But then if they talk about it, I'll be like,
they ask you Wizkid, Burna Boy, or Davido,
and he's there. Simple. I'm like, I understand music. I know that music is a different phase. If you're asking me on shoes, the Burna Boy tops it. But then, what I like music, I feel like Davido and Burna Boy are not too far from each other. Anyways, guys, Burna Boy also spoke about another part that really got me talking, and I feel like that part is also one that we really are not doing justice to. Now, let me say rather that if a new American rapper comes up, like we've seen so many of them that blew up after Burna Boy came, like a lot of them, a lot. And then those guys have more rep. Like even in the US, they should have more rep than Burna Boy because that's their space. But even in Nigeria, people still want to give them more credence. Like people wait to 2010. They never even know what they want to do. People when Wizkid they sing, they still song.
They still struggle for.
Do you understand? They don't even know what they want to do with their life. These people have been singing like, wait, they just blew up from nowhere, and then people now start giving them credence. Like,
for me, we maybe not Africans at large, but we Nigerians, there's always that mentality of wanting to worship whatever comes from overseas. Like whatever it is. If let's say we are making, look at it's not even let's say now we are making rice here, and then they are foreign rice. Definitely anybody would always want to take foreign rice over our local rice, like always. So we have that mentality of anything that comes from abroad is the best. So even if it comes to our own, we want to celebrate. Even imagine Nigerians now having one Nigerian student, best grade, another Nigerian student, best grade in UK.
That one we celebrate.
We celebrate and say, "She baddest." You go show them.
Everybody go poster.
You get me? So like, what we just have that, that verification, that validation of anything that comes from here. It is it. Yeah, for Burna Boy, I think that he should be, giving more rep based on everything he has achieved and accomplished for himself. That prof, this guy is actually bigger than a lot of American stars, a lot of UK musicians. But because he's black, and then our bias and everything would always play in, would always want to pick, some new cats, new boys, over him. But in the true essence of it, Burna Boy is actually bigger than. But all these boys, do what in Burna Boy
at all.
Look at the numbers, look at the achievement that is had, bro. They never do one. But because Morgan Welling, number 1 Billboard 92 weeks is bigger. No, I wouldn't agree with that. The fact that you are new and popping doesn't mean you are bigger than the older guys are even popping. Not even that they are not popping, bro. They are popping.
Yeah, I was about to say that there are even some white artists that let me use Billie Eilish for example. Billie Eilish came in 2018, 2019.
Thereabout.
And she's big, like she's big. But you can't open your stupid mouth and she's bigger than Rihanna or bigger than Beyonce. You can't open your mouth and say it.
But then they just can say she's bigger than Burna Boy.
That's what it says. That we sometimes, so that's the part where Nigerians need to do better, because it's really we need to know that yes, this person might be looking. That's why I was saying recently that sometimes we compare when I see blogs put Rema and say Rema and Burna Boy. I'm like, don't do this. This is not good. This is what causes all of this. By the time you start putting CK, say CK with Rema, CK with Burna Boy, CK with Wizkid. What's this? Why this? So we should stop. When we stop it, maybe it will help eventually.
Okay, because I kind of saw like this. I saw a tweet, and then I saw like because he spoke about rappers, and then rappers are like they know the game basically. Now imagine Travis Scott, for instance, Odin, then before Kaid or Dumudu, and he's saying, "This is the biggest snap seen so far in my life, bro." Odumadu will take us on his head. Odumadu was even going on live, one of those where he spoke about, where he said somebody endorsed him.
Skepta.
Yeah, it was
bro.
Skepta,
like I gave him his necklace.
Skepta. Like no, this is not disrespect, But and then he was not like saying, he said something like even they don't have about even they like bro.
Even they know say but big Skep now.
Big Skep is
big Skep now.
He's
not Nigerian too, so obviously like okay,
but these are people that at the time when some of these guys started, these people are not in the game. People like Roddy Ricch. People like this, and these are people that we give massive credence to. If you feature them, for instance, now you are blown.
Hey,
but then if you feature,
oh my god,
I'm like
we don't do on
some T's and T's.
The song will fast for your head. The song slow normally, but it will fast. 240.
Nobody don't condemn all of us. Say don't abuse substance. Do not abuse.
What you just said, bro. You pass your audition on my show. Collect my you pass your audition. Yeah, after we're going to our game, they'll come back for Burna Boy. So let's just leave a bit because I feel like I want to clear my head. So Nigeria, my country, my darling country, NDLEA. What's the full name of it? Nigerian Drug Law
Enforcement Agency.
Thank you. That thing they just called now. Because it doesn't make sense to me anymore. That thing they just called now. Their Oga Marua. His name said look like that thing they used to do. That name now. The guy now said, okay, we want to have somebody that wants to have an ambassador. And then we said, but thinking about it, it's a two-sided thing. And I think it kind of makes sense. Let me remove my glasses and say it. I think it makes sense. Because I have to make you know that it makes sense. Because it doesn't make sense really normally. But I have to make it. So they said, we want to bring somebody to come and be our ambassador. And this is Naira Marley. And then you're campaigning against drug. Naira Marley cannot go on live without smoking, but I know. He can never go on live without smoking. At the point we're dragging his boy that was dry because he was smoking. Zeno. All his boys they to smoke. And they said that's the man wants to as an ambassador. This is the twist. Have you observed that if you have to steal your money in your house, use the thief to secure the money. You're not thief again.
But that one not work. You cannot stop Burna Boy. You cannot stop Naira Marley from smoking. Naira Marley wey dey fast. If you dey fast, you no go smoke. Fast end, na smoke you go take.
The thing is from his statement. Let's watch from his statement.
My fans. The way she says out. All my fans. Drug used to crime. I don't know if it does crime, but
I'm my fans right now, and drugs leads to crime. So basically, guys should not abuse the substance. Not have.
I'm sure when ND reached out to me, I was laughing like you allow it. Well,
do not abuse.
That's the thing. He said do not abuse. Yes, that's what I'm saying. He said do not abuse substance.
So maybe before
so if you say, I mean, you just take number one. Wait, I'm thinking about the game before you give them red card. If you think about it. People who come out to say they're ambassadors for or against what's it called, rape and all of this, they are usually No, it's fact, bro. It's fact.
NDLA collect. NDLA collect.
I don't see people like let's say.
Did you see me?
Like
did you
the
see
artists,
me? Bro,
artists that you know, even though they smoke, I don't know who smokes and who don't smoke. But then there are some people that if you look at them, no, now there's a Johnny Drill.
I've never
like you see that there's a Don Jazzy. You know, he was smoking at some point,
but he
stopped.
He said like 2 years ago.
He posted his progress of this is so days, so years I have not smoked. Like those are people like these guys, you know, they have a standard, they have a pedigree for themselves, and a person we don't even do them before we can't stop. She get, and there are a lot of other guys. I don't know them. I think Chike or so. I don't know if he does. It looks like a pretty, decent man and all of that. There's Rikas, and there are a lot of artists that fit into that shoe.
There's Spyro.
The Spyro also, in that sense. But Naira Marley
and
there's me. Do you understand?
That's what he calls himself.
I feel like if they catch me now tomorrow, I'll just be laughing. They'll say, "Why you laughing?" Say my oga.
And then I saw a video. They posted that one after the announcement. Naira Marley and Olisa, they were doing interview. Olisa was like, "Do you smoke?" He said, "I don't smoke weed." No, they were saying, "Do you smoke weed?" He said, "I don't smoke." He said, "Okay, what do you now do?" He said, "I take loud." He now said, "What does the loud do to you?" He said, "It makes me high." Interview and I said, "Okay, after I get high, what do you do?" "I just get high. I'm high. I record." He said, "And what else?" "I record and I come for interviews."
Actually, I was going to say, is that a response? It looked like it was actually high. Well, anyways, guys, normally is the guy that made that cut for a joke. Let's go straight to what the game look like. Today's game is a mixture of everything. Like I said, I'll give you your odds today. Today's game is quite in between so many things. So then the first scale 2.5, it will be 2.3. So just pick your odds carefully. They both have like 2 points. Like anybody can just win this one, but I'm pipping nobody. I feel like it's quite difficult. But then normally you're gonna pick numbers 1 to 7, and then we take a shot. Are you ready?
Let's go.
It will be so that you not say you have excuse. Let me see all the rules, please. Our timing. Okay, so guys, we have 20 seconds each for our questions, and so that we can. If you can do it fast on 20 seconds, please.
All the rules. Mention.
And the rules I'm going to say to you. So if I'm saying mention the black, I'm going to tell you the particular black. So you don't tell me it's 2010 black. So let's go. Pick a number.
Number 3.
What numbers do we have?
We have 1 to 7.
Number 3.
Anyway, what's the meaning of subsidy?
Subsidy.
Yes.
Subsidy is when the price of a commodity that you are trying to sell out is being either reduced or increased in order to create opportunities for you to produce more for the masses or for your customers. Right?
Actually, actually, you got that. The big idea is just that somebody paid for it to sell it for you. So basically, it's cool. Quite smart. Then first, let's go.
Number 2.
Number 2, what's the smallest state with the landmass in Nigeria?
Smallest state, Lagos.
You know why I was shocked you answered it, because I kind of said we were together when this one, that one. Actually, correct.
I was what?
We saw it together when we did it. Yeah, so very correct. Why did you pick it? Hey, baby, let's go.
5.
5. I am an artist signed to Mavins at the time. I am also an actor. Who am I? Note, I am no longer in Mavins.
Okay, I'm signed to maybe at the time.
At the time.
He or she. Okay. And okay, it's not part of it. I am also an artist. Signed to Mavins at the time. Was it created below?
Ikechukwu.
Oh. That guy was signed to.
Wasn't signed to Mavins.
Like, bro.
Alright, number 4.
Number 4. Mention 5 Nigerian players that played in the EPL.
English Premier League.
Yes.
JJ Okocha.
Correct.
Kanunwa.
Correct.
Alex Iwobi.
Correct.
Ienacho.
Correct.
And Igalo.
Correct, man, you. Ebube. Wow. Igalo. It was not easy, bro. That guy just music. Igalo only had like 6 months spell in Man U actually, so it's good one.
This guy, I think did he play EPL? I wanted to mention his name before.
Osaze.
Yeah,
it was in EPL, West Brom. Wow. Oh, my mind was skipping at that point. Yeah, got it. Let's go.
7 now.
7. Name 7 songs from the Maverick album.
Wow. Maverick album. My G. Abi? Is it? That is. I fucking can't. Sad. I can't. If you don't know anything, that, bro, Abi.
Come on.
If you don't know, you don't know.
You don't know it too.
What? Big 7.
7. Long.
If I think about it, I can pick.
Need a 20 song.
Maybe I can pick because he had also rich like that.
Rich like that.
Yeah.
Flex.
I remember Cough.
Complicated.
I remember.
Cough.
But I can't
remix.
Then Green and Red, my G.
You don't go reach 7.
Anyways, Festa, Donifeski.
Number
6. Mention 7 songs that have featured Davido in them.
7 songs that feature Davido. Bad Bado Baddest. Money. Give me the money.
Okay.
Spyro and Davido. I don't forget the title of that song.
Skip.
Tiwa Savage, Davido. Whatever. Shadow me.
Never when they say 8.
I said 7 songs.
I don't know.
I don't know that.
No, but what should have just answered simply?
There's no time now.
Who did Chelsea play in the first league game this season?
Who be that one, sir?
Liverpool.
I don't know that.
Anyways, guys, 21st again.
I don't cast number 1.
Hey, baby, tell me what you want.
I will take. Now you go do the job.
Tell me what you want. What do you want? I want to do this. Well, I wish we could have done to answer you.
I'm enjoying the game. Do you know I'm enjoying it? Because it is sweet. Once something is sweet.
So guys, welcome back, and this time we're going straight back to Burna Boy. We've taken like a lot of break, and I think it was good for our mental health. Trust me, it was too much. But let's talk about Burna Boy and the Grammys. Actually, we saw where Ronami came out to speak that Burna Boy said at the time. So Grammy brought out some new categories and all of that. I think best performing African song, thereabouts, and all of that. And then Burna Boy feels that award was created because of him. But I think the fair word to use is the fact that he said that he was the one that urged them or motivated them because of what he has done.
Influenced.
Thank you very much. He influenced the Grammy to create that category for him. And
for him?
Because of him. Because of him. And then he went further asking what is the essence of that basically. And then it's like,
power.
So let's wait and see. But firstly, do you think now there are a lot of elements to it?
Yeah.
If from one angle, it looked like yes.
Yeah.
Because he has been there like 3 times and it was looking like for that same category, someone will always do something better. So like, okay, let's compensate. So like, is it a compensation award? Yeah, he said that. So from one angle, it look like yes, but from a general overview, from your point of stand, do you think it's really true that way?
Well, like you said, to some extent, we may want to agree that Burna Boy is one of one of the reasons why
it was created.
Category was put to public. Because Afrobeats in the past 3 years has grown immensely. CK started the global rave, and then Essence came through, and then right now Calm Down last also doing, and then Kulosa also did its own. Well, let's say in the francophone country, Arresta's Stability also did Madness. We also had Fireball with Peru also did Madness. So like, it's been back to back. Like, which genre is this that is disturbing everybody? It's disturbing other genres of music. And I recently even heard Old Man Ebro of Apple Music saying that international record labels are even running away from rappers now. They are leaning towards Afrobeat artists and Latin music because that's like what everybody are now gravitating towards. Yeah, but for Burna Boy saying or claiming that he was he was the reason why the category was created. Well, if you probably say that if your charm is short and not your head, you get me. So for Burna Boy, yes, he's right, because obviously you brag about. If you don't brag about yourself,
nobody will brag for you.
Nobody will do that for you. But it's not the only reason. Let me say, out of 100%, maybe a 10% goes to him, and then every other artist that have contributed to the growth of Afrobeat, even back to the Baba Fela, them the Banj. The global domination did not just start in 2023.
KSI,
right from King Sunny Ade, bro. Baba had a record that was just broken after how many years, bro.
True.
Like, so
the Billboard,
you get me. So it's not like they just got aware or they just got abreast of Afrobeat just because the foundation layers did a solid work, and then everybody can build different stories on it, and then it's all good. But then for me, I kind of feel like there's a bit of partiality to the category of that for Afro, because a lot of other subgenres of music now were now placed under it. But then when you go to the Latin category, bro, Latin has plenty categories for them, just and then that's a genre of music. So why not have the same thing for Afrobeat, and just the whole continent may they come the contest for one award, and then let's say maybe 2 global music award. They don't use style, push down, come our side, and then there's also this new one. So why not broaden it up, open up more categories? Reasons why people should now you appreciate, because right now the way it is going to be based on popular songs, and there are a lot of people that won Grammys that their songs are not popular.
True.
There are a lot of this is based on production, based on songwriting, based on this and that. But this new category now, obviously nobody wants them anything based on popular song. And then there are a lot of other talented artists that are deserving of this recognition, aside from people that have popular songs. So I feel like sorry because I feel like Burna Boy to some extent was right towards the latter part of the statement that is a compensation, or would he have the same power as other categories?
Now, sorry, before you even get there, which I want to ask you basically now. When Burna Boy, like I said, from 2 points, if you're looking at it from 2 angles, you want to say it's right, you want to say like don't say the point. It's a collaborative effort. But then let's look at this run CK had. CK was not in the Grammys. Upon the fact that he had an amazing run with this run, Grammy didn't look at his side. Now
the calendar that they work with.
Okay. It was not. Even for the following year, even for the next calendar, it was not even. The one was just was a global song, was a nice song. But it's still funny how that song did not make it. Just like if Rema doesn't make it this year, it's still gonna be a shocker.
Well, with the remix with Selena Gomez. Not the original song.
No, the original song already passed for last year. So with the remix, for instance, it's still going to be a shocker to some people. Like, really? Do you understand? And then we saw someone like Wizkid. He has been there for the album, but he didn't get it from in Lagos. So it's looking like this guy has a point when he says, "Na me," because na me don't they reach there. They feel look all of now. They feel say we no give all of now, but they no feel talk say they won't come on eye from Odogo body. we must they if you know we know what must they inside. So now you know they come, you know they give you. More can't grab them, do and manipulate them, more can't give you. From that point of view, does it make sense?
Well, the thing is, if we say it doesn't make sense, we can say it doesn't make sense to us, yeah. But looking at it from another angle, this is also Grammy trying to protect their artists, or like, I don't want to say their artists, but I mean other artists, because if these guys are allowed to penetrate so many categories, they would win so many categories. Yeah. So I think that's one of the reasons why they are also trying to, for example, I mean, having Amapiano in the same category with Afrobeat, and there's Afrobeat, the one with the S. Do you understand? All of this in one, it's like having to drag everybody to one side instead of leaving them to be able to
on their own.
So because by the time if we're able to, or assuming they did it by spreading it, it will look as if the whole Grammy was dominated by black people. And I think they are also trying to also be a bit one side, to not have Africans all over, because Africans we have the most genre of
we have that power to
do it. We have the most genre of music.
Give us room.
So that's why that's also something. But they say they should split it, bro. Grammy can take the event can take 8 hours, 16 hours.
You go shock even the one with the win,
like
because
that's what I was going to say. That so, looking at it, yeah.
Yes,
now them get them eventually.
Now they are
whatever they like.
Then they go do.
They are trying to protect their.
So maybe we should also work more on our award bodies and the credibility actually of these awards, and probably it would further make it an African thing now, not just oh it is just Nigeria. We have Afrima, just maybe make it to be a more stronger, award, like more recognized, more powerful, like the MTV, like the EMAs, like when you win those, we're like, oh man, I don't win, you get me? Like I just feel like they are the owner of the awards eventually.
No
matter what we want,
and then get that thing. They're not they give white man award to black man.
Now we won't go chop from them. Now they make money from them and everything. So whatever they decide eventually is what.
And I think this is a call to those in charge. I think ETV and those in charge of Eddie's award. This is a very massive call to you guys. The same way we see Eddie's award, where they give just about 2 slots to the white guys, and then the rest is all black. Yeah. They will not bend it. Eddie's will not give best performing act in the country. You won't see Chris Brown in the category. It's not possible. You get. So I feel like we should also, the credibility should be top notch, because you can't have that award. That's like the biggest award we have in Nigeria so far, and they have that kind of award.
It's crazy that this award is happening in the US. Like that's
taking it to Atlanta.
That's the
it's like bringing Grammy.
I understand that. I understand that. Yeah, sponsors and everything, but bro, I don't feel negotiate with sponsor. The exploitation and the exportation
is just becoming
alarming.
That's right.
I think Grammy has a destination. Grammy has always been the same space. Like you won't see them. Anyways, like Don just said, I think we should make our own award credible, and obviously we'll attract this same thing we're talking about for the Grammys. We'll talk about it for our own award. Maybe not the Eddies, maybe a different one. Yeah. Now to the last conversation, this is one that we said earlier, and I felt like we will talk about it. Burna Boy in his lyrics said something using the F word, and he felt like, is this what I get in return after making you guys proud, basically? And I feel his mouth can take that word. You're about to say like your mouth can take it. You guys feel like, I'm going to start on my own note here. Davido in Nigeria, for instance. Yeah. Davido with Anita. It was so like Davido didn't say anything, but the evidence was too clear that it's like this man did this thing. But bro, the judge was seeing this girl DM like, babe, you are a liar, you are this, you are all like
fans.
They basically, and I feel like it's even maybe not to every that person, but there's some bit of people who felt like you want to exploit this family. Like this exploitation. There's some people felt like you could have done this behind scene. Why bring it up? Like, even if you're not the Davido fan, like it was too much now. She went even at the point it was people like even though not his fans, they're like, but I don't do. End down.
Even after like 3 weeks,
you get end down. The same way during the election, Wizkid was not in the court, was in Ghana. People trashed him. But bro, it didn't last now. Okay, as na Wizkid. People just looking at Wizkid. If you want day, you go day. If you not one day, you no go day. Leave and make do it. But bro, if it gets to Burna Boy's tone, say person come and now talk, say Burna Boy give am belle, Burna Boy do those. Bro, now we go sponsor that ad for the girl post. We go pay for ads. We go sponsor that post. And I feel like at that point, it's looking like so many things that happen. The Kobana thingy that said somebody shot somebody. He didn't say anything about it until when he came to the show and spoke about it. Nigerians followed it up. All blogs took it. His mom led with everybody. And then there's this chemistry between boys and their mom. It's always top notch. I won't be in a space that you talk to my mom that way, and I feel like I owe you anything. I don't owe you anything. Because at that point, you have broken one of the biggest core value of my life, and I feel like he has that with his mom. So I feel like Nigerians have been too deep when it comes to Burna Boy situation, and then obviously he's right to say that. But that's my thought. Like I said, I have those two guys who also are going to share that. That's how it will be. Maybe, what do you think of what you just said?
Well, I mean, this one that are coming from this angle, I don't know. Like me, I will always say, when you expect too much from someone, that's when you get disappointed. So when you do your thing, enjoy what you do, you are going to be happy. But when I'm expecting, for example, I come into this room now and nobody knows me, or people
expect
know me.
You expect to know me, and nobody's saying.
And I come here and nobody's saying.
You feel bad.
I'll feel bad, but when I don't expect people to hail me, come on, as I enter, everybody look me, and I look everybody. Life moves on. You stay happy. So when you have that high expectation of how you should be in people's mind, it makes you disappointed. But people go disappointed. Well, people go. So for me, it's like, don't feel like you've done anything to Nigeria, because Nigerians can be like this. It is the people that did not, as a matter of, it's people that don't feel this way that they actually praise the most, because it's people that don't come out and say, I did this, that people actually praise.
True.
But once you come out and say you did this,
that we can hear it like the last one
from your mouth, it becomes now you are not like, who do you think you are? Nigeria has that.
Nigeria say, God.
Everybody now, who are you? Do you know who I am?
Bro, I've been supposed to bash Aka before.
Do you understand? Do you know who I am? So just don't expect anything from people. Nigerians are going to be there.
Actually,
break your heart.
Okay, then first.
Well, for me, it's a two-way thing. But I'll come from where it will be stopped. Like, regardless of whatever it is that you do, don't expect people to don't believe that people would praise you in a way.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, look at me, for instance. Now I'm a bit known and all of that, and then I go to a place and then nobody's greeting me. But for my mind, especially as I enter, everybody go to do, hey, don't first get. But nobody greets me. I go enter, sit down. Eventually, people will come. I know you, bro. How far? Well, it's all good. And if nobody come, it's all good. Like, I know for even move me, it doesn't even mean that I would now go to my shell or something. Like, but if I had expected so much people to greet me and nobody, I'll come out. I'll come out because I know everything I want. And then I'll come the vex.
Yeah.
Like, if you expect people to do certain things because you've done certain things, nah. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work out that way. And Burna Boy is not the only big artist we have from Nigeria. Like, everybody get bashed. Everybody gets reading over. Once you done a mess up and people think you done mess up, they will give you and everything. Wizkid cannot come out to say that, you after everything I've done for you. Everybody don't do everything now. No be CK self. If carry us enter billboard, everybody they enter billboard. Wizkid self carry us enter billboard.
Rema self don't carry us
enter top 5.
Because after I've done for you.
I just feel like to some level, to some extent, it's like entitlement, to some extent, from Burna Boy. But then if you look at it together, I don't achieve plenty things. People suppose they hail me pass as they hail me. People suppose they accord respect to me pass as they respect me. But last everybody is entitled to free will, to want to express themselves as they seem like I feel decides I don't want to hail you for anything. I don't care who your papa be. I go mind my business. Even though I know you, I go mind. I've been to some places and I see some celebrities, public figures. I don't greet them. I walk out, come on. Nobody say I don't know them. I don't see they don't know me. Everybody just face their business. And after a while, maybe like another time we met, Baba, how you doing? Like, bro, life goes on, bro. Life goes on. So if you expect anything from people, you disappointed. That's just the simple fact.
Anyways, guys, I remember I was telling you before this show started, I'm like, this show will be like 25 minutes and everything. I'm sure everybody's crying. I didn't know that there are so much talk in this show, but actually, Burna Boy's conversation has so many conversations in it, and we've finally come to the end of this one. And I think, like Daniel said in his live yesterday, he said something. He said, at the point, someone asked him how he felt when the song is not on top 1, top 2. So like, no be I sing for, no be your apartment. Like, I'm not expecting anything. And if you check his post, I think he he removed his like because I think the like were not coming and sad. But like, but
the algorithm has been shitty.
Yeah,
I had my likes too, bro.
I think anyways, guys, we'll come to the end of this one. Like I said,
before I come to the end, Ruben, I'm sorry for this, but I want to ask you because it just came to my mind now. I want to ask you personally. You always put people for sports. Burna Boy's I Told Them album.
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to do well?
We already mentioned the fact that he's not Nigerian artist.
Answer
it now is that question. I feel like he's going to do well, not in Nigeria. And I feel like we've not listened. I feel like it's even too early to answer that question, but we've not seen it. We've just seen 4 track. So let us.
And then thinking about it now that you mentioned the album, bro, the album is dropping in August.
PRS
will happen. So
August
25th next week.
That's
25th
Friday
next week.
So you have to be in the conversation. You have to be in the news. So it is not shocking that
this
kind of interviews are being released and all of this have been talked about because album they come.
I say if I Burna Boy today, I'll go live again. The Ghanaians is Yahweh. Let Nigerians get out. I love you guys so much. Take care of yourself, guys. I'll catch you guys on the very next one.